Paige, I want to talk about bigger waves, coping with them. For general population. I mean, I've seen you surf some pretty big waves in Hawaii. When you're over there for the Maori competition, a lot of people get freaked out as soon as a wave gets maybe overhead. How do you cope with that?
Yeah, it's always a bit scary. I think I was lucky growing up in Taranaki on the west coast. It does get pretty big and wild there. So yeah, just growing up with it and having to paddle out in it a lot of the time does help. But even going to places like, I remember like Cloudbreak, it was pretty massive and scary my first time there. And I always find like if you try and catch a wave pretty much straight away, so then you just can't like sit out the back and think about it and make yourself scared, then that's usually what I try and do, because you have like this massive expectation of how like big and crazy these waves are, and if you just go and like take off without thinking, the first one generally is either like, oh, that's not that bad, or like you just get into like a bit of a rhythm, or you do get smashed and you're like, oh sweet, I survived, like if that's the worst then. But the main thing is, I reckon, just try and like get into it straight away, otherwise you do overthink it, and if you do get smashed, then it's just staying calm underwater pretty much, which I guess is a hard thing to do for some people, but it's like surfing, like it takes practice, so you do almost have to practice wiping out and holding your breath and staying calm. So pretty much throw yourself into it, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at wiping out and being calm.
Just speaking on being calm with wipeouts, what do you do? How do you remain calm?
A lot of the time I count, because count in my head, just because like a really long wipeout actually isn't as long as you think. Like it can feel like 30 seconds or something, but it usually is only like around 10 seconds. So I'll start to count to 10, and when I'm like, oh, okay, like it's getting close to that, like by that time I've either hit the bottom or got to the bottom to like push back up and know where I am, like push back up. Or by that time my board is floating, like tombstoning, and I can feel around for my leg rope, so I can feel like that my leg rope's going up, and so then I know I have to start swimming up.
Wow. Yeah. I think some people still would be going, I don't like the sounds of this.
It's just fight or flight mode.
I think, I teach this stuff as well to people, so it's always kind of interesting, hearing, someone like yourself, what you do and how you cope with it, and like you said, it's you're there, push yourself, or just go for it. Don't overthink it at the start. Get out and do it. As soon as you stay back and then start overthinking things, then you're on a real bad tangent to come back from. And like any sort of competitive athlete, it's you want to be able to try and remain calm and collected, and as soon as your thoughts get away from you, then it's hard to actually get into that zone. So interesting.
Sure. Even if you're in like 2 foot waves and you have hesitation, like you can get just as hurt and small stuff, like, so it's pretty much just don't hesitate and go full bore.
Nice. Love it. Paige Hareb's motto, go full bore. Love it.